Hello, we're alive. Hi. Had a couple of meetings this morning and a few things to get done. Most notably, let me pull this up for you. Show what I've been working on. Stronger hyperparameters with protein. Now, I'm predicting that this post is not going to do as well as the other ones, because it is the usual case with X and social media in general that the highest quality, highest effort content gets the least amount of attention. But if you actually care about reinforcement learning, and you actually want to know the nuts and bolts of how we made a lot of the stuff in 3.0 work, all in here. I actually went to the effort of making the math render on X. So consider this the full publication release of Protein. Now, this is not what we're going to talk about today, though I will certainly answer any questions on it for the duration of the stream. The main thing that we have to do today is some robotics work for once. So there's this thing called ManiScale. Okay, this is ManiScale. Pretty cool robotic sim. A friend of mine, Stone Tao, is involved with this. And we're going to see if we can get some things working on Pufferlib with this. Also, I think it's worth mentioning that we do have some cool experiments running in the background. They're going to take the rest of the day, probably tomorrow, to finish. But yeah, so I ran this hyperparam sweep on Meta overnight. Get up to 5 hearts-ish. Hugely, hugely better than anything that we've had before, but I made the runs too short, which is really not great. So I relaunched this with settings that should hopefully lead to some longer runs. And if this thing has not crashed, apparently this thing has crashed. We need to get 200 experiments of this. Let me actually relaunch this real quick to make sure that this is not going to crash, and then we will do we will proceed with the integrations work. Actually go here, and then where? Right here, right? List index out of range. I see. That is irritating. Opened a tiny PR on the website repo. Merge for you. Hey, Sam. Hey, a quick question for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Do you guys know how to solder? Huh. That's cool. Oh. Cool. That's actually a very nice, that's very nice. Good job. I didn't think of that. That will auto-deploy. Alright, you do know how to solder. Little speech bubble pops up in the corner somewhere here. Joseph will remember this. We are doing something today that will vaguely benefit drone stuff, because it's going to add more continuous ends to test with in Pufferlib. I do have to fix this real quick, though. Seems weird to me. Oh, I know why that is, actually. Yeah, that's totally fine. Um, was that a CUDA? Yep, that's a CUDA error. Lovely. We'll launch this, and then we'll get to robotics. Welcome, folks. And I said this right when I booted up the stream, but it bears repeating. The protein hyperparam sweep article is now on X, and it has full details on that algorithm and all of the math behind it. If you're interested in something more technical, really shows you one of the main advancements in 3.0. That is there. Okay. Okay, so we will put this somewhere. We will start on robotics things. Let me recall briefly where we left off on this. I believe I was working on flattening out infos, which should work already. Oh, dot items, really. I believe it's just info. In could not infer output D type. Ugh. Out, not mean. Okay, so hopefully now. Still no? Come on. Okay, we'll see if this works for Manny. Okay, it does. So now I guess we go find their benchmarks, and we see what they use to get success on this task. They have benchmarks? Online RL bench lines. Code results. Okay, they have a Wandby report. Pick cube. Window. XAI. So pick cube window. Here they have pick cube. What we can do is we can visualize none. And we can turn these on. And this thing, if it's configured correctly, is supposed to work very quickly. Success. Okay, so they have different metrics, though. They have success once. And then they have return. So we have to figure out how to get these metrics out of the end, I suppose. It's only 40 mil steps. And it's like fairly short to train. I believe this is like an arm picking up a cube or something. We'll render it quite soon. Okay, so this gives us elapsed steps, success, grasp. So this does not have any of those metrics. So possibly this is in like some wrapper or something. Success once. Train return. Return actually goes down. That doesn't make any sense. They're doing something non-standard, I believe, here. Don't say they have a wrapper here for this, right? Ah, here they have it, right? Final info. Episode. Record metrics equal true. Let's see what this does. Okay. So now we have success once. And we have return going up. However, their return, it goes up and then it goes back down. Which doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe I can just, like... maybe, like, just ask him. DM thread with him somewhere. We also should just go look at how they have this thing set up, right? Okay. Then they have pick cube. They have a tiny, tiny batch size. Wait. How'd that make sense? 4096 ends. 16K batch size. You're getting 4 steps of data for update, my guy. Num iterations. That's going to be tracked. Even I know this. Yeah, Stone's about one of the most competent people I know in robotics, though. So, yeah, curb your enthusiasm a bit, my guy. Batches. Yeah, so that's like, they're basically just super oversampling it to make up for the env being slow. This is 50 million time steps, and how long does this thing take? They get 30k SPS with this somehow. They probably get 30k SPS because, which is that what we have? Well, we have more M's than they do. I mean, no, they have more M's than we do, so that's going to help them. Okay, so we're going to have to, like, crank this a little bit. I'm just waiting to see if defaults get, any solves. It doesn't look like it. Puffer is pretty magic, though. Puffer pretty good. Let's do a quick timing run. Okay, so we'll see how fast this thing is. Untype object not callable. Oh, that's just closed. Cool. So 36k FPS is what we get. 8192 is the highest we should go with this. $66K. A little better, right? See if we can guess like some basics. Oh, actually, there was one other thing I wanted to do. I want to just make sure the logging is not screwing us. So 66K with all the logging on. Same speed. So the logging doesn't hurt us at all. There's no reason to not log. $66, like okay. And it's like freaking 20 times lower than we would like to have, but we'll work on something. Hold on, hold your horses. I'm gonna do a batch size. It's a little weird, I think. We'll do, I think, 32. Let's just try this first. Hang on. No, because this is gonna be massive. So we gotta do 8192, 22. Okay. Eight. Batch size. Infinite off to the climbing gym. Enjoy, yeah. I'll be here until 6 Eastern. Or a little before 6 Eastern. Yeah, I know. I never got into climbing. I got into powerlifting instead. Being good at powerlifting kind of means you suck at climbing, though. Plus 45 pounds body weight. Okay, we're training at 54,000 steps per second now. Apply. Early reset upon success. Stop taking steps, so return goes down. Default PPO will not do early resets during eval. Success once and success at end. 5 physics steps for every given action. RL. Some get away with less. Take larger action. Easy FPS. State based. What is this? Bad action? Trippy is gray. Uh, word. I mean, I can just test like their parameters, I guess. Or like their rough parameters. They do 4096 Ms. A batch size of like 16K and a mini batch size of 32, so it's like literally 512. But they also said update epochs to like 8 or whatever. Tricky with the end being this slow. Okay, 16K. We don't even know the binding is correct, to be fair. It could just be the binding's totally wrong. We should check that before we do anything fancy. what else they did. Oh, lambda is really, yeah. Gamma 08? No. 09 and 08, right? Oh. That's weird. Or wait, 8. Okay. I mean, this basically means this is a trivial problem, though. I'm trying to think if we can just take all their hypers. We can take all their hypers to start. They look like defaults to me. They don't really have anything. Don't really have anything else. This matters. What are we training on this? Oh, we're training a dumb policy. My bad. It's per batch. Why does this not have... Sure, we'll just guess. Okay. Now we have something. Graphs can we use from them? success once should basically like instantly do a thing if you're training something. That's one. Okay. I mean, we're probably just not set up to do this, right? If I do this, what's the env? Let me see if I can find you the env. Okay, this is the task. This is the task. You're not supposed to have that many M's. More than that, you need to allocate mem. Cool. It's like grasping it as the it looks like it's grasping it, but it's not getting the success. Yeah, I don't know any of it, but I've not worked with any of this stuff before. I don't know. Yeah, I should have just linked him curse. My bad. Be right back. Yeah. What do we think about this thing here? Steps. Episode return goes up. Episode reward goes up. Just train it in 3 minutes. Well, we can't at the moment. It's not doing anything. We will get there, though. That is the power of Puffer. To be fair, their baselines are like... Their baselines are considered very, very good for robotics. Like, their baselines actually train 30k. I mean, there's nothing Puffer can really optimize when you're 96% and bottlenecked, right? We could make the policies frickin' massive, to be fair. I could literally train a 1024 LSTM on this, and it would not even... I don't even think it would bottleneck. Pokemon Fest. No, Pokemon's still too slow. You need dramatically faster fish. It's kind of sad how this is not doing all that well when this is literally the highest effort article. Like, this is literally the highest effort article that has all the actual research secrets in it. Hey, look at that. Ryan at UBC. How do your follower counts line up? I mean, it's, if you look at the follower, it's like previous article did 20x that, so like the PPO one did well. So reward go up, reward go back down. Episode return go weird. It says it's grasped. Oh, hang on. It is a tiny, tiny number. It exists. Post a thing referring. No, you don't need to do that. The article like shows up in your feed. Or it should. Didn't see it. That's the X algorithm. It is very slowly doing a thing. You see this? It's very slowly doing a thing. Like this super low probability thing here. I wonder if this is the actual success here. partial success. Okay. Apparently, you have to mask some shenanigans. See. The hell's this policy, man? Okay, we have to do this thing. We fix. I shall fix. I don't see where he uses this mask. see how this goes. Got the Okay. Is this any different? Wrong with episode length. For this. I'm confident we have a good enough implementation that once we get the quirks out, we should be able to do numbers on this. Their baseline is literally just clean RL. It's well, I think it's clean RL plus like the lean RL tricks, which make it a little bit faster, but nowhere near puffer. You should kind of just win as soon as we have it set up. How was launch? I've been at conference. Oh yeah, we got lots of cool stuff, man. Have you seen the trailer? Where's the trailer? Right here. Trailer's here. It's pinned as well. Click the purple button. This is not. Yeah, this is not it, right? Okay, so this was 40 mil, gets 001, whatever. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, we'll be okay, guys. Yeah, we'll be okay. I think we were just logging dumb. Grasped. Turn. Yeah, that's way better. It's only 8 mil in. It's super suboptimal params. You let it run. See how it does. And then as soon as we have some like a reasonable feel for this, we'll just start launching sweeps because this is really one of those things that you have to automate. Because like these ends are just way too slow. Nope. Thank you. Hey Tyler, I've been studying I started watching a quantum physics course from MIT OpenCourseWare. Physics is cool. I need to study more physics. I kind of want to start doing like particle sims and shit. It sounds fun. These two curves are reasonable, right? This curve is reasonable. It could just be one of those M's where it just takes off all of a sudden. Yeah, return looks good, reward looks good, right? And then it's like, oh no, episode length is max. So final return, hang on, I gotta look at their stats as well. Reward, so they have reward, I guess. What's he gets for reward? Oh yeah, see their reward is higher. They go to like 0.8. What do you mean what percent? This is supposed to be 0.8. Okay, so what do we do about this, right? The fact that the episode length goes down is weird, right? So is this supposed to render? Thing render? Might have failed. find his docs for this thing. Okay, that gives us an image. This is fine. What's wrong with this? That's QT. Let me fix this. I'd like to be able to render this annoying thing. Matplotlib. Gotta be kidding me. Annoying. I really don't feel like dealing with this right now. That's silly. Very silly. This does. Okay, so we get far fewer metrics. Kind of all we need. Yeah, there we go. This is all we really need. It makes sense to now go back and try our defaults again. And I think should be able to solve this, I think, in 3 minutes. What are they doing outside? And buildings vibrating. Make this more stable. Okay. See if this gives us nice clean graphs. Sweep it. Much nicer graphs. So this is interesting. This says 33% success. Presumably a reasonable sample size. And then it's back down. Okay. So, I mean, possibly the learning's just not stable or something. Who knows, right? I think either way, though, we're not going to be able to use downsampling. Okay, let's go grab, what do we say, like, upper 1 or something? Upper 0? Care about any of this stuff? Why the hell is this port allocated? I have a version of this, I guess. We don't want this version. Okay, so now it'll pull the image down. Get out of this. Kind of does something and then it crashes a bit. Do this again to see how stable it is with 16. Tiny. What I thought should be 1,000 lines, including the solver. I gotta love big tech. Why write 500 lines when you can write 50,000 lines? Software engineering had an equivalent of malpractice. See what it would be. Ridiculous. Almost done. See if we can get a sweep running for this. Oh man. This is we do Manny skill. Dash dash pre on everything. Okay. Oh yeah, and what was this EGL vendor bullshit thing? The heck? Where's my freaking my config? I didn't do that before. There. Okay, so this runs. we have to do a little bit of tweaking. Not very much, just a little bit. So num-ems can't be swept. But update epochs need to be swept. We also need to do do is, oh, I didn't mean to commit that. Wait, I'm on the wrong machine again, man. How do I keep doing that? Noxious. All right. Okay, it runs. And much faster somehow, which I will not complain about. I have to not randomize this. I do need to randomize sweep, I mean. Well, let's try this. Hey, Brad, welcome. We are trying to get some robotic stuff working with Puffer. Just about to set up a sweep. Here we are. That's pretty good. 86K, 90K, yeah. Just for a client? Nope. Just for I know Stone who works on Manny, and I figured it would be cool to just like see if we could get a quick binding together. This is like a way easier and quicker thing than doing something with like Isaac or whatever, where there's just tons of code to do anything. So, and it kind of helps with some of the other things we do because this is also just a source of tasks that have like reasonable continuous action spaces. So we'll be able to test our stability of training with continuous way better. That's been like a question that a few different people have had. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Oh, I did mess one thing up here though. Good thing I caught this. Welcome back, Finn. That was rock climbing. Climb some rocks. Oh yeah. Hang on. We can chat about some hardware stuff in a second. Use the restroom. They climb rocks. I don't climb any rocks. Here, I'll be right back. The right? Let's do that. So this is the only cool thing I can do. Ah. All right. See how our experiments are going. We've got a few meta runs here. They're doing some basic stuff, it looks like. And then these will take longer to really do anything. I don't know, maybe I should have it be optimizing return or something instead, because it's smoother. We'll have to see. It usually takes me a little bit to just like make sure I have everything set up nicely for a new end when things are very different. The 510. I can chat about some of the hardware stuff for a bit if you want, guys. I'm gonna have to do that eventually. Oh, look at this. Cool. Cool. I can hop in the Discord if y'all want. We kind of just need to figure out what drones we're gonna like get and can fly. Ay, ay, ay. Looks cool. Follows the principles of Pufferlib. Oh, this poor guy tried to like roll his own Pufferlib. Yeah, that'll be a little difficult. Pufferlib approach. Yeah. Oh, whoops, I meant to join voice.
Hello?
Hello. How's it going?
Hello.
Hey. I figure we should like try to find a drone that looks like it would be reasonable to try to fly.
Yeah.
We can think about making our own drones. But we should probably see if we can actually get it to run on an existing one first, you know?
Yeah.
That'd probably
Yeah.
be easier. Now the problem is I have no idea what we should get, like at all.
We were looking at the one that the Swiss guys used in their paper. It was just like some off the shelf
What is it?
racing parts. It was I put it in general a couple of days ago. Let me find it.
Also got asteroids. Cool. See if we can.
JS1. I think that's just like the motors, but it the I don't imagine the frame will make too much difference as long as it's not really heavy.
Say race frame. Does it say frame? Like not the drone?
I think usually for like these competition ones, you buy all of like the motors and the blades and the actual body and camera and stuff separately and stick them all together.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, we can totally get something like this. Where it products GS1. I'm confused though, like where you get the other stuff from.
Yeah, I couldn't really find too much else to be honest as either. There was a couple of ones you could buy pre-built. Let me see if I can find it.
Be better if you get something.
Yeah.
I mean, these are all like reasonably 500 or whatever.
The Air 65 is another one that I've seen,
Air
and it's
65 drone.
yeah,
I can get big deal.
yeah, and then there's also
I
the
mean,
Air
we have to
75,
be
which
able to run RL stuff on it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's kind of an important thing to check.
it has there was some like specification for the like flight controller. I think let me see if I can find it.
Air 65 racing propulsion system, brushless quadcopter. Okay. It says frame.
Oh, does it not come with all of it?
It says buy this bundle and save, but I'm confused because it says quadcopter, which would imply a full thing. And then they
Yeah.
bundle, is it like extra mode? Like, I don't understand.
The page I'm on, it sounds like it's just the whole thing. I'll link it in general.
Oh, do I have a mic'd super loud, Linky? It is going, it's
Uh,
red.
No, it's you were far quieter than other.
Try that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Um, it's tiny, 17 grams? What?
Yeah, there's the Air 75 as well, which is the same but just bigger. If
What?
if you think
17
that's
grams?
yeah, it's
How big is
very
this?
light. Um, I think we worked out the like diameter of the rotors were like 2 inches or something like that on these.
How is it
Or
only
was
17
That
grams
might have been
then?
the radius, like of the whole thing.
no, it's not that big, I don't think, because the bigger ones were 5 inches, and if that's diameter radius, that's flipping massive.
Yeah. I think the good thing about this one is it seems kind of indestructible.
Yeah, that's nice because we're gonna definitely crash them a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some guy on Reddit who said he's like full speeded it into like brick walls many times, and it's kind of
Yeah, that's a good thing to
it's
start.
always been fixable. Yeah,
Auto stabilization turned off.
Yeah, we
just trying to
definitely need to
figure out if
have a look
the
at it.
flight controller is good.
It
Yeah.
has camera built in, but like how? Just RC or can you API it or download the
Well, that's
CLI and firmware? Oh, what's this?
there was beta flight firmware, which looks pretty comprehensive, but
CLI.
also the documentation's a bit all over the place. I couldn't really just find a straight answer anywhere.
Best micro. Air 65. I'm concerned like it's gonna be like you literally can't run any custom code on it, right?
I'm not sure. That's what I'm trying to figure out at the minute.
Because it's like an RC. I don't know how to hack a controller. Like,
Yeah, we don't either. Well, that's we kind of tried to do that last time to see if we could get data any faster, but
you
didn't go
need to
very well.
get you need to be able to directly control the like the motor speed, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
How did they
Which
do
I
it
would
in they did what was it called, the FP? Did they have to like super hack this thing?
maybe I'll have a look in the paper in case they say what flight control they use because that might be useful. So each in the Swiss paper, each of their drones is 870 grams. It
So
consists
literally
of
like several hundred times heavier.
yeah yeah. They use the Chameleon 6-inch mainframe, Velox 2306 motors, and an NVIDIA Jetson, accompanied by a Connect Tech Quasar carrier board, which is a 6-core CPU and has 256 CUDA cores. So it sounds like they're doing the actual compute not on the drone.
Yeah.
Um,
Trying to figure out what
which
the
is
heck.
fine, I suppose.
Maybe
Yeah, it
technically
says
could do
they're
stuff
just
with the DJIs, but
mhm.
not longer term. I would assume. I don't even know if you can buy those in the US. Maybe you can. Like I'm seeing them on Amazon. Maybe it was a
You
proposed
can buy
ban.
them
I
here
don't know.
definitely. Yeah. Yeah, they say on board the drone they've just got a standard STM32 microcontroller, which is you running that beta flight software. So it clearly is possible
Well,
without doing too much
I want to make
hacking.
sure we can actually like get code, like to send it freaking control signals without having to literally hack the firmware.
Well, this Air 65 drone supports this beta flight firmware. I'm pretty sure I've seen that
See,
before.
stuff
Yeah,
like
it
this
does.
is super delicate looking, right? Like
Yeah.
these like closed ones. These literally will just like you're gonna break these in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We need something that we can control that is not going to break in 5 minutes.
Yeah. We're also gonna have to try and find a room which is big enough to fly a drone in.
Can't just fly it outside.
Yeah, true.
I know you guys are CS majors, but like there's this thing called the outside. I know the grass is scary, but like
We just cause a bit of a scene on campus by like flying drones, but I'm sure no one will mind.
Well, it's summer now, so in theory, no one will be around.
Yeah.
oh, so they literally this lift off micro drones, I guess, is they have an app where there's like a like a drone flying training sim, I guess.
Mhm.
Huh. Put a throttle limit. Five rate. Learn to solder because you have. I mean, we can be sending everyone drones, I guess, if people actually want to help. I gotta figure
Mhm.
out which one to actually get. I mean,
Yeah.
this looks really good. I just don't know if we can actually code anything on it.
Well, it can run this beta flight firmware, and that's what they use
What beta
in
flight
the
firmware?
paper. This software is just called Betaflight. Um, Apparently that's just like some generic open source firmware that you can load onto lots of drones, and then we can just do the compute on like a laptop or something and send it to it.
Multi-rotor flight control. AV development. API is a list of text files that look. Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
17 gram. Because yeah, we need to be able to set camera, obviously.
hmm This was my problem the other day because it sounds like it is possible, but I couldn't find anything specific in the docs which just said like you can send data to the rotors and control them like individually.
And then it has to run. How do you actually send signal to it? It like does the code run through an RC?
I have no idea, to be honest.
All this on your computer. Plug the controller into the USB. Okay, so it'll run code, and it'll use the controller to actually send the signal. That sounds reasonable.
Right.
And motors. Oh, so there's a tab. Okay, I want an API. So then commands. Model. Okay, so there are commands.
Right, okay.
Like send it via serial through Python. Then you can
Okay.
hook that up. Okay.
Seems reasonable.
Order a couple of these. I guess I order a couple of these to start, and
Well, maybe start with one just to check we can get it working. But
well, I was thinking, should I send you guys one and send myself one?
okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I mean, these things, right? These. Air 6.5. Can you get on? Fakes. Grab. I mean, not actually.
It's a bit of a bummer that these days you can't be sure that the stuff you're buying off Amazon is actually real. It just makes it irritating.
Yeah. I mean, if you see it's from the
Yeah.
actual main, like, they have a page. Beta FPV has a page.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the. Yeah, it's funny. So there's Beta FPV, okay? And then the second option is from a company called CUIPWRJ.
Right.
That was legit.
Can you guys take care if I just send you this? Here, can you see? Does that look legit? Yeah, hopefully.
Where am I looking?
I DM'd you a link.
All right.
I DM'd Finn a link. I DM it.
Mhm.
This looks like.
It says though this item cannot be shipped to the United Kingdom, which is
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll check on Amazon.co.uk. One sec.
Why can't? That's okay. You guys have no drone. You have like no fun regulations or something.
I don't think so. As long as you don't fly them at airports, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean we have that as well. That's called the "Don't
Yeah.
be a dumbass" law.
Yeah, fairly reasonable law, but
Yeah. Oh, they are tiny. They are literally like they fit on your phone. Like the
oh wow,
physical
okay,
drone fits on your phone.
okay.
It's like a 2 or 3 inch wide drone. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like on Amazon.co.uk, it's all just like buying the parts separately. There's no
Yeah.
full drones on there.
Air 65 racing Ivan. How do we get you this? Can you check on their site if I order it direct from them if I can send that to you?
Mm-hmm.
This thing will run for 2 to 3 minutes until you have to swap batteries. Oh, that's funny.
2 to 3 minutes. What? Okay.
It's 17 grams. They don't have any room for
Yeah,
batteries.
that's true. How many batteries do you get in the
I don't know.
that might be worth, if anything, having 2 batteries so you can charge one whilst.
Oh yeah, they give you you can buy a 5 pack of them.
Oh, okay. And they're rechargeable, I assume.
Let's see. I would assume so.
Oh, I would hope so. Uh,
Lithium polymer batteries, rechargeable batteries. Yes.
okay, that's good.
I don't know if they come with a charger of any type. Oh wait, no, they look like they are literally USB-C.
Oh, okay.
I can't tell from the end of them if that's a connector cord or a USB-C. No, it says BT 2.0 connector.
Right.
Oh, but you can buy a station where you can put a bunch of batteries for charging. So they've kind of thought
Okay.
of this basically. It's like
Yeah.
there's like a 6 station of them. So basically, it only runs for a couple of minutes or whatever, but you just keep swapping new batteries, and like you just cycle them, and you just it's. I guess it's probably a pain that you have to keep swapping them, but not that much of a pain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been through all this before.
I've just sent you a the S65 from like a UK distributor. If it's cheaper, if anything, I think.
Cool. But then can I send you accessories? I guess do they have the accessories on here that you need?
Um, have a look. Yeah, there is like a battery section on the website, so I assume so.
So yeah, we do this. So like racing style, stock, add to basket. I guess you have baskets. Okay. Parts.
Yeah. Old school.
Brushless motors, batteries. This thing. I think this is the right thing.
Yeah.
Double check. Or I send you the right thing.
Are you looking at the drone or the battery?
It's
The
on
stream
my
delay.
screen. This battery here. And there's this amazing video of this guy chomping it.
1S. That sounds familiar. Let me check.
431S. Okay, so that's batteries. And then
It says on the beta FPV website. Yeah, it's one S 260 milliamp hour batteries.
that's what we need, I guess. So 1S. There are all these different batteries. Yeah, so there's yeah.
I assume if it's the same like current and
These
the
are
same
700 milliamp V2s. But I don't know if they're
right.
heavier.
The ones for this drone are
These look like the ones from
7.11 grams each.
net weight. Is this the one you're looking at?
Hold on. Just wait for the stream delay.
Tattoo 1SB 2.0.
The ones that they advertise for this drone are called the Lava 1Ss, but it doesn't look like they're on this website.
Okay. So I have these, and then
Oh wait, hold on. They do sell 300 milliamp hour versions as well, so that should be fine.
Tattoo 1S or 300 milliamp.
Yeah, that should be fine then, as long as it's the same connector.
That's what I'm asking. You can double check. I think
Alright,
BT20
okay.
looks familiar, but I don't know. And then
Will you DM me the link to the page so I don't have to wait for the delay? Thank you.
okay. Then is that all you need, or you need a controller as well? The thing doesn't come with a controller, right?
No, but are we just going to
Make
try
sure.
and do it through
Well, but you
through
can't.
like an API?
There needs to be the you can't send it a signal with a computer. It's not. It's like an RC thing, isn't it?
Oh right, okay. Yeah, I suppose so then. If it doesn't come with one.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Does did you French? Go in like 50. Product information. Motor. It says air brushless flight controller. But I don't know if what it comes with.
The flight controller is just like the onboard circuit board. I don't think that's like
Oh.
a receiver or anything.
Oh, I see the Lava 1S. Okay, so like apparently it's very, very difficult to apply these things well, like manually.
Right, okay.
I mean, I think technically if you just like limit the motor speed like 20% or something, it can't be that hard.
Mhm.
Is it a transmitter or
If
receiver? What is this thing called that we need?
If you scroll down on the .co.uk website to the bottom, there's like a recommended parts section.
Related products.
It's a bit above that, just above like the image of the box.
The box. Oh, sale products. They have more fan blades for when you break them.
Yeah.
This loose square is this thing? This is just a chip. Need B2 2.0. Are these good? I have what's this? Tatsu 1S B 2.0.
I'm not sure.
Okay, these are good. But then what controller do I get for this? Apparently wouldn't knows about drones or is frantically Googling. Light controllers.
I can't even tell if you get the flight controller with it. I assume so.
But then it's a chip. This is a controller and it's a chip.
Yeah.
Watch this afternoon a video about the Air 65. Okay, what do we buy to control this thing? That like it's gotta also be plugged in. You also have to be able to plug it into your laptop or whatever to run to
Yeah.
run API on it. Something that we can do that with.
Um,
They go up to 7 inches, I guess, large. And these are completely unshielded, which is funny as hell.
yeah.
Immediately break them. Radio transmitters. Ah, okay, that's what we're. So what do we? Just need like a basic controller that plugs into the laptop. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know how we know what to buy.
So I assume the flight controller on the drone has a radio receiver built into it.
I would hope so.
Yeah. I will check that as well.
Sure, this is random info.
It does have a receiver built into it, so that's
Okay.
one thing sorted at least.
Requires a compatible radio transmitter, right? And if you want FPV flying. Oh my gosh, that is so sickening. Wait, so they do goggles. You're just like standing in one place and you just immediately throw up. Great.
Yeah. I was thinking that when I was watching the video, like
Yeah.
how do these people
You just
like
get used to it, but it's like being on a ship. It's freaking horrible until you do. If you've done like VR stuff, it's like horribly sickening.
yeah.
Really cool, but like horribly sickening.
Yeah. Well, most of the opportunities I've had to try VR, they've told me I've had to take my glasses off to try it, and then I just can't see anyway. So
Oh yeah, they're
it's
supposed to fit. It's very cool. It's one of those things where I actually people go like, "Oh yeah, haha, VR, what a fad." But like, no, I think it is actually really awesome and legit tech. It's just like the
yeah,
form factor has to shrink a ton before people do. Like, it's gotta fit into glasses, and it just
yeah.
doesn't.
I tried that Apple Vision Pro in the shop a couple of months ago when it came out just to see what it was like. And they did actually have like some machine in the shop where they could scan your prescription glasses and they'd find some
Hmm.
like lens insert to put in it, which was pretty cool. But they are like ridiculously expensive, kind of stupid.
Oh yeah. I mean, I finally, after just like not wanting to get contacts for the longest time, I just got contacts. I still have glasses, but I just
Yeah,
wear these a bunch of the time. It took me forever to figure out how to actually get them in my eyes. It was horrible.
yeah.
It's ultimately worth it.
I don't think I could do contacts to be honest.
Like
To look a bit
honestly,
weird.
it took me 3 hours to get them in my eyes. Like I was
Yeah,
because I hate that. But like you kind of just do it, and eventually it's like literally a 10-second thing now.
yeah,
The pain in the ass for the first couple weeks,
yeah.
but yeah. The other thing that
Do you
nobody
have
told
like
me is it's incredibly cognitively fatiguing. Like I felt like
yeah,
mentally completely exhausted for the first couple weeks because like your
yeah.
brain has to adjust to the new signal. As weird as that
Hmm.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, which one of these is this? I can't freaking tell.
I'm not sure what you're looking at again because of the stream delay.
I'm looking at the radio transmitters, and I'm trying to figure out
Alright.
which one.
I'll have a look on the website. Is there none that look like they obviously like attach into a computer?
I don't know.
There's also under the RC kit tab. There's also transmission control antennas. I'm not sure what they're for.
I don't know either. Pocket.
Right.
Air 65's flight controller does not natively support in-flight API access. Use the transmitter as a bridge. Software to map transmitter inputs to API command. Drone kit or Mavlink. Autonomous flight. Okay. They compatible. This seems not active. 10-year-old project.
Right. This is actually active, at least. As a Python. Okay, it's C and Python. Mm-hmm.
Reference implementation is highly optimized for RAM and flash memory. Interesting.
The drone we had last time was just like Bluetooth, but
What did you use
I
for that?
suppose
I mean, we can do
I
that as
think
well.
they
I thought you said it was like really crappy and couldn't like control well.
yeah, but I think that was more the like the drone's hardware rather than a limitation of Bluetooth.
Yeah, like
but I also don't
like
know
I
how
can't
good the
just
range would be.
yeah I can't just send you the same drone though because like if like we want something that we'll actually be able to control well, right?
Yeah, yeah, you definitely don't want the same one. That would not be good.
Yeah. So I mean, if you guys can help figure, I gotta go for dinner in a minute. But if you guys can help figure out what it is that we actually should get, I'll just send you some drones.
Okay, cool.
Will do.
I'll have a look. I'm still not really sure what the missing
Yeah.
part is.
This map control looks maybe okay. It's like I'd have to look more into it. The other one's completely inactive. The like drone whatever thing is.
Right.
Maybe I don't know Betaflight if that lets you just like you have to be able to read stuff from their cameras, but you just basically have to be able to get data and send data, right? And like you have to do it without having to go through some horrendous mess thing. If it already has
Yeah.
Python binds, way better. Um,
Yeah.
I see we actually have a fair few folks on YouTube, so let me just very quickly. What we're doing here is the guys I'm on a call with here wrote this awesome drone sim. Show you. It's on the website actually. It's on puffer.ai. You can just watch it. They have this awesome little drone sim, and this is being controlled with reinforcement learning live in your browser. It's very lightweight. So we're trying to figure out if we can throw this on a real drone. And I certainly don't know anything about how to do that, but we're trying to figure it out. So if
Yeah.
you're interested in all this stuff, and I mean, these guys literally just started like hacking on some stuff and like submitted this drone env to Puffer, and like you've just been working on it since. So if you want to get involved with all this stuff, puffer.ai, and we have all sorts of reinforcement learning projects here. Also started the GitHub, helps us out a lot. It's free. All right. Cool. So yeah, if you guys can figure out like what drone we should actually get, we need something where be able to plug it into a laptop. Ideally, it's compatible out of the box with, it's like known compatible with one of these libraries and doesn't have to be like hacked on. Because like as soon as you
Yeah.
start messing with it, you have to like deal with all the weight balancing and stuff, which is fine. But like in my head, if we could just like get something that will work to like use initially, get it to like fly around and kind of do some stuff, and then we can maybe think about custom hardware after that, after we have like something that runs. I don't think it'll be crazy difficult to get something that runs because basically what my thinking is that we're just gonna like take this drone and like make the sim be able to apply like small random forces at every step, for instance. So it's domain
Yeah.
randomized. And then when we actually go to fly it in the real world, it'll just be robust. And we'll probably have to like match the dimensions and maybe even randomize the dimensions a little bit during training, right? But then it seems to me at least like compared to something in robotics, this should be pretty easy to sim to real.
Right. Hopefully, yeah, that would be great.
We might need to simulate drag is the thing this thing because the drone's really lightweight. So if it's really lightweight, drag is going to be quite substantial.
We do have a like our current sim at the minute
Yeah.
just has like a mass variable, so we can just change that and it should be fine.
Yeah, I think it's just simple linear drag. We might have to fiddle with that.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna just be like a little matter of testing some stuff, but I think the cool thing with Puffer is we can just randomize everything, and then we basically have it so it can control all like the space of all possible drones. I think
Yeah.
that's a way harder problem than you think. We will find out, Yannick. I have no idea. I'm way more concerned about like getting this thing correctly receiving commands at the right
Yeah.
rate and all of that than I am about matching the physics. Like I know how this stuff works, and yes, it's a pain for stuff like arms and stuff, like humanoid arms and hands and things. But a lot of that is just not being able to do the physics with contact sim correctly and stuff, or like tactile differences. Whereas this is just like it's a rigid body in the air. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So cool. Yeah, and I'll have to show you guys how to do all the domain randomization stuff. It's not that difficult though. It's not that difficult.
Cool.
Basically just like adding a bunch of like config params to your sim and then randomly setting them every reset.
Yeah. We can
Yeah,
do
that
that.
doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. As for this, it's not too bad. The vision, if we have to, I don't think we have to randomize anything for vision because that's just going to be like a fixed point detector for this ring thing to start with.
Yeah.
And then after that, even it's just probably going to be like not end to end. It'll probably just be like some segmented thing. and not running on
One thing that
device.
was a bit interesting with the Swiss one is their RL model can only do that like one racetrack. It's not generalizable to anything else at all.
Yeah, so we will absolutely be able to have something generalizable. In fact, I think it will
Yeah.
be easier for us to get something generalizable than it will be to have it do one racetrack.
Yeah, their training is literally just
Yeah.
getting fastest times on that single.
Yeah.
Which is kind of
single
crazy.
thing.
Which it's kind of
Yeah.
it's going to be pretty cool. Like I think even just that, if we think about it, if we just do the thing that can just do whatever track and just like immediately be superhuman, that's kind of
Yeah.
already pretty nutty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can definitely
Yeah,
even
that would be dope.
even without going to custom hardware, if we can just do that initially, that would already. I mean, I would think we'd be able to spin that into something, something with partnered with. I don't even know if it would be government or third party. We'll see. But yeah,
Well, we've got access to like a hardware kind of lab here as well that we can use with lots of like 3D printers and CNC machines and stuff we can use if we need
that's
to.
fun.
Yeah.
Okay, I actually don't even have that stuff. Like I have, I can solder stuff. About it. I don't know if can I just go back to Stanford or MIT and be like, hey, middle can I like use your machines that I totally am qualified to use?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go for dinner. Thanks guys. Yeah,
Okay.
just let me know on this, and I'll just like let me know what you think I should get and where to buy it, and if it's like if I end up getting you like a couple $100 drone that doesn't actually work, it's not that big of a deal. Just like try to see if we at least think it'll probably work, but don't worry about it
Yeah.
if not.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not sure we'll be back on VC tonight because it's getting pretty late, but if I find any links, I'll DM them to you.
I'm not either. I'm exhausted from all the release work last week, and I've been working
Okay.
more reasonable hours this week.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very fair.
Yeah.
We'll come back on VC then tomorrow when we've figured it out.
Yep. All right. Thanks. Yeah.
Cool.
And thank you to folks who tuned into the stream. We will be back tomorrow. I stream pretty much all day, pretty much every day, minus when I have meetings that cut up the stream and stuff like that. But yeah, all this reinforcement learning, research, development, wide variety of different application areas we're spinning up on this, for algorithms research, all these game M's, drone M's, driving N, browser, yeah. It's all open source, it's all right here. So swing by if you're interested with that. Thanks, folks.